Imagine walking into a room full of strangers, and within minutes, you have everyone's attention, not because you're the loudest or the most impressive, but because you've mastered the art of making people feel genuinely seen and heard. What if you could connect with anyone, influence them effortlessly, and leave a lasting positive impact? This is the promise of Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. Carnegie doesn't offer manipulation tactics, but reveals how genuine interest, empathy, and effective communication can turn ordinary interactions into powerful connections. Let's dive into the key lessons from this transformative guide and discover how small changes in your approach can yield big results. The first section of the book focuses on the fundamentals of handling people. Carnegie emphasizes that criticism, condemnation, or complaints rarely lead to positive outcomes. People naturally resist criticism and become defensive when their faults are pointed out. Instead, he suggests leading people to recognize their mistakes gently by empathizing with their perspectives. When you want to influence someone, Carnegie advises avoiding negativity and focusing on what people are already doing well by giving them honest and sincere appreciation. Everyone craves recognition, and by validating others, you can inspire cooperation and motivation. Carnegie further explains that to arouse an eager want in others, you should understand their desires. By aligning your needs with theirs, you're more likely to gain their cooperation. In the second section, Carnegie offers 6 ways to make people like you, all of which center around showing genuine interest in others. He starts by encouraging readers to become genuinely interested in other people. This may sound simple, but most people love talking about themselves. If you show curiosity about their lives, passions, and interests, you can forge deep connections. Carnegie emphasizes the power of a smile, which instantly puts people at ease and creates a sense of warmth and friendliness. He also points out that a person's name is, to them, the sweetest sound in any language. Remembering and using people's names is one of the easiest ways to build rapport and make them feel important. Another crucial skill that Carnegie highlights is the art of listening. Most people listen with the intent to reply, not to understand. By being a good listener and encouraging others to talk about themselves, you make them feel valued and understood. This, in turn, makes them like you more. Carnegie also advises tailoring conversations to the other person's interests. When you speak about things that resonate with them, they stay engaged and appreciate the attention. Finally, Carnegie underscores the importance of making the other person feel important and doing so sincerely. By recognizing their value and showing appreciation, you foster meaningful connections that will last. The third section of the book focuses on how to win people over to your way of thinking. Carnegie argues that the best way to win an argument is to avoid it altogether. Even if you win the argument, you might lose the relationship, and the negative emotions stirred up by arguments can damage future interactions. Rather than telling someone outright that they're wrong, which can provoke defensiveness, Carnegie advises showing respect for their opinions and subtly guiding them toward a new perspective. He also stresses the importance of admitting your own mistakes. If you're wrong, Carnegie says to admit it quickly and emphatically. This demonstrates humility and disarms any potential criticism from the other person. Another key principle in this section is to begin conversations in a friendly manner. Approaching people with warmth and a positive tone sets the stage for a more receptive dialogue. Carnegie also encourages getting the other person to say yes early on in the conversation, as this creates a positive momentum that makes them more likely to agree with your later points. Letting the other person do most of the talking is another effective strategy. When people feel that their thoughts are valued, they're more inclined to listen to your perspective in return. Carnegie also suggests letting others think that the idea was theirs. People are more committed to ideas that they believe they've come up with themselves. Carnegie's approach to persuasion revolves around empathy and understanding. He urges readers to genuinely see things from the other person's point of view. When you make an effort to understand someone else's needs and desires, they're far more likely to open up to your ideas. Appealing to nobler motives is another strategy for influencing people, as many prefer to act in accordance with their sense of integrity or higher purpose. Finally, Carnegie advocates for dramatizing your ideas to make them more engaging and memorable, as well as presenting challenges that inspire people to rise to the occasion and perform at their best. The final section of the book provides advice on how to lead others without creating resentment. Carnegie emphasizes the importance of beginning with praise and honest appreciation before pointing out someone's mistakes. This softens the criticism and makes the person more receptive to feedback. Instead of directly pointing out errors, he suggests calling attention to mistakes indirectly, which helps avoid defensiveness. Sharing your own mistakes before criticizing others also helps create an atmosphere of humility and openness. Carnegie believes in asking questions rather than giving direct orders. When you ask questions, you invite the other person to think critically and participate in problem-solving, which fosters a sense of ownership and collaboration. Another key lesson is to let the other person save face. Even when they make a mistake, giving them a chance to preserve their dignity helps maintain a positive relationship. Carnegie advises praising every improvement, no matter how small, as positive reinforcement encourages people to keep progressing. To motivate others, Carnegie suggests giving them a reputation to live up to. By expressing faith in their potential, you can inspire people to strive for greater achievements. He also advocates for making faults seem easy to correct, as people are more likely to improve when they feel their mistakes are manageable. Lastly, Carnegie recommends making others feel happy about fulfilling requests. When people are genuinely pleased to do something, they'll do it more willingly and with greater enthusiasm. In conclusion, How to Win Friends and Influence People isn't just a guide to making friends or influencing others for personal gain. It's a comprehensive manual for creating genuine, lasting connections based on empathy, respect, and sincere interest. By mastering these timeless principles, you'll not only win friends and influence people, but also enrich your relationships and become a more effective communicator. Don't forget to subscribe our channel for more book insights. See you in next video.